That's not good. Hopefully he can join us.
It is the dumbest thing in the world, so.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Right? Chang, I don't expect you to respond because I know you're eating, but I am super excited for the Star Trek thing, so can't wait. Although I'm looking forward to seeing how Sebastian flies the USS Enterprise through a star.
Wait, I don't know anything what it's supposed to be about. So
Neither do I, but you said you wanted to be captain, so I just expect we're going to go through a star or something.
I don't know if anyone else already has it, but we'll see what other people want to play. Do you have any VR? Do you ever play the Star Trek one?
No, I don't have VR, but that will be one of the first games I get if I get a VR system.
Yeah, it's fun. I played it, but like I get so weirded out by just all of a sudden being in a room with all these strangers sitting on a bridge.
I was gonna say it looks like one of those games would be a blast to play with like friends.
Yeah, that's the thing. You need to find people who all have it because it was a little strange. I only did it twice. I'm like, all right, I'll just play the solo game because I'm a loser.
That's one of my problems with like all those MMOs and stuff out there. It's like, man, these games look really cool, but I don't know enough people who play them for me to get really into it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a hard one to find. A lot of people that plays it.
Once VR gets cheaper, I will look into it again.
I know. They're just with a new one. I think it's you can like get a wireless adapter to it or something. Which is
Oh,
kinda cool.
That'd be handy.
Yeah.
What I'm really waiting for is one of those stationary treadmills. It's like one
Oh,
of those omnidirectional ones that you can use for
yeah.
VR.
I could have swore I saw something like that. There'd be a lot
Oh,
of
they exist. It's just the whole rig would be way too expensive currently. But one day it'll be affordable, and then I'll be able to
Yeah.
boot up Skyrim and run across all of Skyrim in VR, and it'll be amazing.
I get tired in 15 minutes and stop.
Yeah, you just
I
go
actually-
mod it some more.
I have the VR Skyrim game. It's pretty awesome.
All right, I'm here.
Like we went up all the way up top one of the mountains and just looked down. It was pretty cool.
How is it for people with heights? I wonder, like fear of heights. I wonder if it would
I don't
affect you
know.
that much.
I don't think so.
I could see getting some vertigo from it. I'm terrified of heights.
You can get easily, yeah, like your balance, but I don't get like scared of heights, so I did this one where you could like fly in the air. And
Just full Superman.
yeah. Well, it's just Google Maps, so you can like go into the air, go over stuff,
Ah.
and come back down. Yeah. Greg will be joining us. Poor guy. Just jump into character.
Where's Greg?
He's just coming. He got a little confused with the DST.
Right, so what happened not much really happened in our last game, if I remember correctly. Well, besides Zelaria dying and all.
I heard somebody claimed a throne room somewhere. That's pretty big happenings.
Yeah. So you guys were at Axel home, and that's where we started, and the battle started, and within you almost made it through the whole battle, and then you kind of got overrun by the ghouls, and they killed Zelaria. They just like ate her up, if I remember correctly.
That's pretty accurate.
Then the group sat there and tried to decide if they should take her to Neverwinter right away or to stay around and search the dungeon. And eventually they decided to search the dungeon, in which they found some treasure. What else did they find? They found a scroll of reincarnation and decided not to use it on Zelaria, which was kind of funny.
Yeah, you could probably
'Cause,
sell that
Costa-
for a lot of money.
Costa was like, you might need that. and when you could have used you needed it now, but apparently it was only useful for him if it was used on him. That was pretty funny.
Jesus.
What else did you guys find in there? Anything? Was there any weapons? I don't remember. I don't think so.
There was Dreadhelm, Gauntlets of Ogre Power.
That's right. Yeah. Those two things. Yep. And then after you guys cleared it out, you on your way out, you put a notice on the building that it is now the property of the group, or Giovanni, probably specifically. And then you guys headed off to Neverwinter with Zelaria's body in 2 pieces, stuffed in a bag. Hey, welcome, Craig. And so, yeah, you stuffed her in a bag and went on your almost a 4-day trip to Neverwinter. By the time you got there, it was obviously disgusting and reeking and gross. Go through Neverwinter looking for someone to bring her back. You find a priest, but the cost was, I think, something like 650 gold pieces. And you guys decided, no way, we're not spending this on her. And so then you thought the idea of going to sell the scroll. was it the scroll of reincarnation you were going to sell?
Uh-huh.
So yeah, instead of using it, you're going to sell it to pay for services to bring her back and try to make money off of it, I guess, in some way. But that didn't work out. You went to a scribe, and she wasn't interested. You also checked out a wizard, I believe. He wasn't interested because they could just write them themselves for like half the price, which they were willing to offer, if I remember correctly.
By the way, Sebastian, you sound very far away from the microphone.
Okay, I'll move up.
Is it because you're in your bunker?
Yes, I am protecting myself.
Yeah.
Does that sound better?
A little bit.
All right, just have to move up. So is there anything else I missed?
Nope.
Yeah, so if I remember correctly, we were still in Neverwinter. And I believe that's it. We're starting off in Neverwinter. Let's see. Yeah. I just made a handout for a map. I didn't bother making a whole map of this place. So,
This is where the campaign is going to stay now, though. You need to know it ins and outs.
oh boy.
You guys track down a nice tavern that we can take over?
Yeah, you just tried selling the scroll. I believe it was a failure. You guys are what, standing out on the middle of a street somewhere with her body in a bag?
Yeah, that's the gist of it.
What do you say? Let's start off with I don't know, Rendar. What are you gonna do?
So we're not reviving her. Can I get rid of the body?
Yeah, from memory, there's a pretty fast flowing river running through. Probably just hoof her over the edge of one of the bridges.
Well,
Wash
hold on
out-
a
wash
minute.
it.
Well, hold on a minute. We may find somebody else to swindle.
Okay. I just think we'll be much more recognisable whilst carrying a corpse around than maybe without.
She's
That
dripping.
gives us character.
Yes, it does.
It makes us stand out in the crowd. Oh wait, no, we left off when I slung the chair at the guy in the middle of the room.
Wait, was this the wizard?
Flung a chair at somebody in the.
No, remember we stopped in a tavern. Just
Oh
to
my
take a rest and drink?
god! How did I forget that?
In the lowliest part of the city, like the dock
That's
ward,
so
the equivalent
right.
of dock ward. And in a last-ditch attempt to get somebody's attention, I picked up the chair by the table I'm standing on,
yeah.
and I hurled it at somebody in the middle of the room.
Oh yeah, whilst singing your song. Oh yeah, that's right.
All right, so let's do this. Okay, we're gonna
Retcon.
Yeah, this is gonna be interesting. All right. Yeah, I didn't have time to go back and watch the episode today.
Yeah, you didn't miss much.
So, okay, we'll just do this. Turn this off.
Oh, right.
All right, so yeah, Giovanni, I think you were up here. These people aren't here. We'll just say these are regular people, not the ones that you know. And this dead bodies with radar.
Technically, there wasn't really. I believe you said there really wasn't a stage, hence why I got up on the table.
Yeah, I don't have that map right now, so we'll put you on that table.
I was gonna say, I remember this place. Ghoul or
Yeah.
zombies attacked this place.
It's the only map I have at the moment. So. This guy in here. So yeah, let's start with that again. So you stood up on a table and you asked for everyone's attention, but no one was paying attention, right? And then you took a table and you threw it at this guy.
No. I took a chair, not a table. I am standing on the
Wow.
table,
Okay.
and I hurled it into the middle of the room.
All right. Yeah. So your chair flings into the middle of the room and it lands right here on this table, smashing into this guy over here. And he smashes back a little bit and he just looks at you and he says, like he just gets up, "What the fuck?" And he swears at you and he pulls out his weapon and he starts to come towards you. What do you do?
Are everybody's eyes on me now?
Oh yeah.
Now that I have your undivided attention,
And he comes up to the table. "You trying to start a fight or something?"
I'm gonna start performing. If that does not take an action, I will use my action to dodge.
Okay. Yeah. Let me see how the Yuri responds to this. Oh my god. He yeah, he looks a little confused. And he's like, "So what are you when you perform? Are you doing just a poem? Are you doing music?"
Music? What do you think, guys? Should I recite a poem with the music? Should I just stick to the music?
Stick to the music, I think.
Yeah.
Music. Just the music.
All right. You start playing music, and then the guy, he's confused. So he comes up to you with his weapon, but then he's like, what the hell is this? Some kind of act?"
Rendar is gonna walk up behind him, just hand right on his shoulder. As he turns around, just shakes his head, no.
All right. Give me an intimidation.
Balls.
He said, "Well," he looks at you, and he kind of, and he kind of backs down a little bit. "I ain't looking for no trouble. I just came here to get a drink, not have a chair thrown at me." And then he kind of goes back to his table and sit down. All right, Giovanni. After that, yeah, people are like watching you. All eyes are on you at this moment.
I give a wolf whistle.
All right. Yeah, they have stopped because a chair just got thrown. A fight almost happened. They're all like watching to see what happens next. What do you guys do?
I'm hanging on Giovanni's every word.
All right.
I'll be playing that. Obviously, without any
Violin.
other accompaniment.
All right. So what exactly are you trying to establish by just getting people's attention?
Yeah, I'm playing for them. I bet the owner of the inn that I'll have everybody in here eating out of the palm of my hand by the time I'm done.
All right.
In exchange for money, obviously. Yes.
Okay. You start playing. Let's see.
Rendar's gonna move back to the side of the building, just out of the way, so everyone can see.
Yeah, you start playing music and people start paying attention, and you're actually playing really good. So people kind of, after a few moments of you playing your music, they just start thinking like, oh, this must have been part of the act or a way to get people's attention. Like they kind of just shrugged it off. Obviously, you're not trying to hurt anyone right now, and the guy kind of got back into his seat and just shrugged it off as a bad joke, I suppose. And people are actually impressed. People in here are definitely watching and like tapping along and following the beat with you. Yeah, you do a good job.
Of course I do.
What are the rest of you doing?
I'm tapping my foot and enjoying Giovanni, just forgetting about everything that's happened in the last few days, and yeah, enjoying being back in civilization.
Okay. Brenda, you're just doing the same?
Just leaning up against the wall, just scanning the room, making sure everything's good.
Ignorant of the fact that we're carrying.
I was just gonna say, people who are sitting next to you though start like looking at you like, what is that smell?
He's gotten used to it. He doesn't even smell it anymore.
And so someone like looks at you and they kind of lean over. They're a little intimidated talking to a half orc, and they said, I think your food's rotting in your bag.
Oh shit. Gonna step outside and just hang out front in the open air.
Okay. So yeah, Giovanni and Costa, you see him get up and bring her body outside. How long are you gonna play for, Giovanni?
Well, Giovanni's set lasts for about 2.5 hours. But
Okay.
in the interest of time, he knows that he doesn't have enough time for this, so he has to cut it down, trim the fat. Only the best songs. Trim it down to 45 minutes.
Like the greatest
Okay.
hits.
Exactly, the greatest hits.
Honestly, I'm amazed. I 100% expected you to say he's going to trim it down. It's an hour and 52 minutes.
Sending a message. Okay. Yeah, so you're outside standing there with a duffel bag with a dead body, and people are walking past you on the street. Are you just trying to look like nonchalant, trying not to draw attention, even though it reeks?
Yeah, just kind of hanging out, looking for like horses, cows. Like, would there be animals in the town? Just kind of hang out near them.
I mean, there's definitely horses like walking up and down the street, like pulling carriages and stuff. You can actually probably see a big like pile of horse poop and stand next to that to try to make it less obvious.
Just gonna... It smells.
Awesome. Yeah, when you do that, like people, it's just such a bad smell in that sector where you're sitting, like or standing. No one really pays attention. They're more like, yeah, let's get out of here.
Awesome.
Greg, were you gonna say something?
No.
Oh, okay. So this is you guys, it's getting, what time is it? If I remember, it's almost end of the day, I would say. Do you have another place to go?
First things first, how much money do I get?
Okay. You pull in a good amount, actually. Yeah, as you play, sometimes like some of your music was going out the door, and people heard it and came in and paid attention and like enjoyed it, even though it was a short set. You made 21 gold pieces.
All right.
Is there like a notice board or anything of like stuff that needs doing in and around Neverwinter?
I mean, yeah, you can like go talk to a bartender or something.
Yeah, I might do that. Asking about ways to make a quick coin in this area.
Okay. Let's see. Look at Neverwinter again. So he kind of tells you if you're looking for work, you might want to go check out near the docks. Like they're always looking for people down there to help load and unload boats and stuff like that.
Okay. Is there anything
Says, I don't know if you're fit for it though, old man, but
yeah. Just laugh at his audacity. And so it's not really what I was looking for. More in the business of monster slaying. Anybody know if anybody is in need of that? I mean, your wife, maybe?
Funny man. He says, this is Neverwinter. We have adventurers everywhere here. You're not in a short supply.
Okay.
There's no monsters in Neverwinter.
Your wife excluded. Shrug my shoulders and walk out.
So you met her, huh?
Yeah, I did more than that. Smell my fingers.
That's why she wasn't bothering me the last couple of days. Thanks.
Bye then. I walk out to join Renda.
The owner of the bar, before you leave, Giovanni, they tell you, they ask, would you like to make this a regular thing? Come back, do it maybe once a week?
No.
Were you just passing through?
I'm strutting out the door.
Oh. Come back later. See ya. Yeah, I think it was the whole thing of you throwing the chair too that like got everyone's attention, that gave you all the extra money. They liked your performance.
Well then, lads, we are up 21 more gold. 400 more to go. Any jobs?
We suggested going down to the docks, but it sounds a little bit too much like heavy lifting. I mean, we could send the boy. So.
Amadeus can carry things.
Mm-hmm. Well, maybe we could take a look, and worst case scenario, we can dump our what's his name. He's starting to kick up a bit of a stink.
You think? As he's holding it at arm's length.
Well, I didn't know if you hadn't. Starting to think you might have had a bit of an upset stomach, boy. But yeah, it's clearly that's making the pong.
I will let a table that as a last resort, but if it must come to it, we shall read Zalaria's last funeral rites to her. We'll part with her. Hope she does well in the next life.
She's already dead.
The next life, dear Randa. The next one. After this one.
The great beyond, boy.
He just nods like he understands, but clearly doesn't.
Okay.
Off we are.
Yeah. Make our way slowly down to their equivalent of a dock ward.
Okay. Yeah, you start to head down. As you're walking down towards the dockyard, this old lady, like hunched over, and she has this raggedy cloak on, and she comes up and she's like, "Would you spare an old lady?"
Fuck off.
This is gonna go straight up Beauty and the Beast on your ass right now.
She's like, "Oh, I curse you, old man."
Don't make us tell you again.
To an old lady like that. She's like, complaining, and as Rendar, as you go by, she's like, "Could you spare some change for an old lady?"
Don't make me beat you to the ground.
Jesus Christ.
I'll give you a fortune.
Oh, you need to give me more than that now. No, I've got no time for you. Go on, get away, you scabrous cow.
Bunch of sociopaths.
You see, Renda, you can't trust these types of people when you're in the
No.
big city. They're all swindlers.
Lecherous, aren't they? They're everywhere, like cockroaches.
You give her 5 silver, she'll run off and buy drugs with it.
Yeah, exactly.
Actually, I just wanted to buy food.
Yes, food, drugs.
That's what they call it.
Is that what they call it these days?
Look at the
She
state of her.
says-
I reckon she's probably only about 14 years old. Look at her. Not a tooth in her
I
head.
I only see bad things for you. You're mean and evil and
Well.
cruel.
You're not the only ones. No, go on. Like we said, off you fuck.
She looks at Rendar and says, "You shouldn't stick with these ones. You're obviously not as evil as they are."
I pull out my axe.
Go on, try him, love. See how
Fuck
that
off.
works out for you.
She wanders off.
That's right. Keep walking.
Render used to be so innocent.
That was a close call. We nearly got ourselves a story, Fred. Then.
Oh my god. I give up. Well, you go to the you come to the dock ward. It's
Never trust these. Never trust the homeless. They can sick their friends on you.
Yeah.
Was that we're not trusting now? The homeless, the dwarf that lives upstairs,
gnomes.
gnomes, people in tunics. I'm pretty sure was on that list.
Yeah.
Elves
Dwarves that live
that became
upstairs.
on that
No,
list.
no, but seriously, never trust a dwarf who lives upstairs.
Oh my god. So yeah, you come to the dock ward. It's dying down because it's becoming the sun's going down and people are closing up. But I mean, there's still some
Fireworks.
bustling going on. Fireworks?
Oh yeah, I hear it in the music.
Yeah.
Somebody's having a party
Oh,
somewhere.
Oh yeah, that's off in the distance. You can't. There's a bunch of
Oh, the
halflings
party we
having a
can
little
crash.
party. They're out in the somewhere over here.
Lads, do you understand what a party means? Free food.
I like food.
No, I'm starting to get a bit peckish myself. Yeah.
Help ourselves to the catering.
Well,
Can we get rid of the body first?
Oh right, of course. Well, let's find a job first before we.
Yes, I mean there's still some people like loading and unloading their boats. Is that kind of job you're looking for?
I suppose it will do. Ahoy hoy!
You say that, and then people just like kind of look at you, and then just get back to what they're doing.
You there, the ugly one.
About 5 people look over at you. Wow.
Yes, you. Come, you, right there. Come.
And they're like, oh, that one. Huh? He comes over. Can I help you?
Yes, well.
I think you got the wrong person.
Where's the foreman?
I don't know.
You work here, yes?
Just bringing on some of these boxes. Probably maybe on the boat.
So you work here.
Yeah.
And you don't know where your boss is?
He's on the boat.
Well, why didn't you say so? I'm gonna sort of just pat him on the face, on the cheek.
Okay.
Ahoy, hoy, foreman.
So, so you just walk on the boat?
Yes.
Okay.
Are any of them gonna stop me? When I mean,
No,
are
no.
they? I mean, the ship crew people. The dock.
No one stops you.
All right.
Yeah, you come on. People are like walking by it, like right past you, carrying stuff, not really paying your attention. Then you do hear one voice. You, what are you doing on this ship?
The
He
foreman,
comes
I
walking up to
presume?
you. He's like, yeah?
Wonderful. Listen, I have a proposition for you.
Are you, what are you here for?
Nothing important, but would you listen to my proposition?
What is it?
I am prepared to offer you labor in exchange for money. Whoops.
He's like, I'm already working. I'm not looking for any more work, but if you need a job. Oh wait, you want to give me labor?
Yes,
For money.
it would seem. Yes, it would seem you are not educated.
Nah. I never went to school. Who
It
needs it?
shows. It shows.
So, yeah, I mean, we have plenty of boxes. He points, and you see like a whole bunch of boxes on the other side, on the shore, the dock. A lot of those need to come over here. I have a tight
Wonderful.
deadline. If you want to help out,
How much for the night? For a night's work?
5 silver pieces.
Never mind then.
That's a fair wage for this kind of work.
Do you,
Ask him what his cargo is.
what is your cargo, dear foreman?
That's none of your concern.
Well, we've got allergies, you see. I don't want to be lifting something up and it sets off my sinuses.
This is, well, like I said, it's none of your concern what's in those crates.
Well,
Just for the owners to know.
could be dangerous. It could be contraband. Besides wanting to do anything that's illegal or immoral.
Listen, do you want the job? I don't have time for this. We're busy.
Well, this is what we're trying to make up our mind about.
Well, if you're looking for the job, I can always use the extra hands. Just let me know.
Okay. Well, thanks for now.
Now, if you don't mind, please step off the ship. You're getting in the way.
Well, looks like we're going to a party.
Yeah. We'll follow the sound of the fireworks.
Okay.
At some point, Rendar's gonna try to just dump the body. Like in the water, somewhere.
Is that?
Let me
Do we
think.
see that? Is that old woman following us, or is she gone now?
The old woman?
Yeah.
Give me a perception check. She's not watching or following you. She's pretty farther down, like she's not on the docks, but you could see her off in the distance still, like trying to get money from other people. But she's not like watching you or anything like that.
Okay.
Well, I suppose this is a
Alright.
good time as any. I wish it didn't come to this, but we can't afford it. So, Renda, is there like a beach area that's not like worked? That's not built up from the docks or anything?
Let's see. I mean, doesn't look like it from the map.
All right.
Just
well,
that
Unless
Just
you
the
like
harbour
left.
wall.
Unless, yeah, I mean, yeah, you'd have to walk like pretty far to the west, and then maybe off the cliff over there.
all right,
Maybe.
well, just gonna walk to the end of the docks, the furthest point out, and just well, Renda, lay her down gently into the water.
Just holds her in.
Just drops it into the water.
Gently, gently.
Are you trying to be
Okay.
stealthy about this? Or are you just like tossing it over like nonchalantly?
Oh, let's try to be somewhat stealthy.
Okay. Give me
I'll be
a
keeping.
stealth check.
I'll keep a lookout if I can.
Yeah, give me a perception check. So, yeah, I mean, this is a pretty bustling city, and there are guards like on all these towers on the the fence, and there are guards walking around on the docks, and one of them is looking over at you guys.
Balls.
Like as the waves make towards the pebbled shore, so do our minutes hasten to their end. Each changing place which goes before, and sequent toil or forwards do contend. Light the fire.
Oh, we're burning her. Okay.
Well, we don't have to. It's just, we don't
Yeah.
have to.
Oh, for fuck's sake! I'll just grab the bag and hop it over the edge.
All right, hold it right there. Let me go put my parrot away. I'll be right back.
I was just going to toss a bag into the water.
yeah. I'll have a moment standing there holding my hat against my chest, looking up in the sky.
It's gonna have
Stop.
Rendar. So I was gonna have Rendar gently lower her into the water as I recite the funeral proceeding, the funeral reading.
Well, you said light the
Right.
fire, so I got confused. Render's not the smartest.
So you said you tossed her over?
Yeah.
All right. So yeah, you toss the body over, and immediately the guard that was watching is like, "Hey, you! What was that? What are you throwing?"
As she starts sinking, nativity once in the main of light, crawls to maturity, wherewith, being crowned, crooked ellipses gainst his glory fight, and time that gave doth now his gift compound. Amen. And I bow my head.
Same.
Moment of silence for our fallen comrade.
All right. Yeah. As you guys are doing that, the guard comes over. What are you doing over here? What was that?
We're
you
having
just
a
threw in
moment's
there?"
silence. Would you shut the fuck up? Just be quiet. Show a little bit of respect.
He says, "How dare you? I'm asking you questions. Answer me."
Officer, we're burying our friend at sea.
You just throw a body over into the water?
Don't.
Well,
yeah.
I didn't ask for my friend to throw it. I asked him to gently lay her into the ocean.
She wished for a sea burial, but we do not have the coin to take her further out, and this is the best we could do. We're just trying to have a little bit of moment to remember her. So if you'd be so kind.
Was she a citizen of Neverwinter?
What's the right answer in this situation? I'm going to say no.
She was a citizen of the wood.
I see.
She always wanted to see the sea, you see.
Give me a persuasion check.
Would it be a deception?
I mean, no, you're not being deceptive. You're actually telling the truth.
She
So-
she wished to sell seashells by the seashore.
So yeah, he, no,
I'm
go
much better at lying than I am at telling the truth. That's the thing.
ahead. This is like the first time you guys actually told the truth. And so yeah, I mean, he doesn't really see anything wrong with that. Once he's like, oh, I totally understand. He's like, it's tough times and prices of things are just ridiculous out of control. I have to work 3 jobs.
No, well, that's fascinating. So
Yeah, it's
anyway,
wonderful.
Oh,
Yeah, it's fascinating.
I'm sorry about your friend. I'll leave you to it. And he kind of walks off.
so I don't
Wow.
suppose you've got any work. Don't suppose you've got any work going in any one of your 3 jobs?
He says they're always looking for guards.
Well, I don't think we're the
Yeah,
type
yeah,
for
yeah.
that. That's not going to bode well, mate. Sorry.
All right. Well, I pick up trash and work here at the docks in the day. That's about it.
Okay, no, I don't want to do any of those things, but best of luck to you. Bye then.
Good luck. And he walks off.
Oh, well, he seemed a nice guy for
Oh,
a gal. Yeah. Yeah, I'll try and catch up with him and say, excuse me, officer. Just wonder if you could tell us what the celebrations we can hear going on. What with the fireworks and all that kind of thing.
He's like, oh, that just is some halfling celebration. I have no idea. It's just like it's like they're just like out doing their own thing. It's like as if you go into a park and you just like set up booths. It's that kind of thing.
Okay. Have you any idea which part of the town it is? I mean, we can hear it, can't really see where it's coming from.
It's a block party.
Yeah, it's like a. Let me see. Oops, sorry. I mean, you're in the docks. It's probably like you see in this lower west south corner, like probably like right across the wall, like in that little open area where the woods are. Like they're hanging out right there.
For the woods, that's across town.
No. Let's. I wish I should have made this a map so I could point at it.
Well, you can do it now.
If you look at the castle, yeah. I guess I could.
So that castle there.
Yeah, south west.
Okay, so we're where we are pretty much.
Yeah, on the other side of the wall. Make it. Alright, Neverwinter. Okay, just uploading. Poor Zalaria. I mean, guys, you just like tossed
She
her.
was returned back to the nature from whence she came. It's fine.
I suppose. Alright.
Do we need to be doing anything towards finding Chris's new character?
I'm sitting here watching this play out. It's pretty great. I'm looking forward to seeing what happens next.
I mean-
I'm literally sitting here eating a bag of chips.
So yeah, so they're like just out here in this area, just taking advantage of this open spot. We'll just say like it's like a little common area. This is probably some temple. Then you guys would probably be like over here somewhere. All right. Back to Giovanni. What do you say?
Oh, we're at the party?
Oh no, he tells you it's over there. So you guys are heading over?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you guys, you head over to the little halfling party. You obviously stand out because it's mostly halflings, and they're just like partying and having a good time and being merry.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go over.
We sneaked to the back where the catering is.
Okay.
Put some in your handkerchief so we can save some for later.
Is it like a buffet or is it barbecue or what's the food setup?
Let's see.
Is it banqueting style?
But you see, they have You see baked dragon and bitter cheese. You see boiled mutton, and you see boiled eggs and gooseberry tart, braised phoenix and artichoke. You see a lot of good
crashing
food.
some like halfling family reunion right now.
Oh, if you say baked dragon, as in a dragon put in the oven,
I
that
mean,
just the name?
maybe that's the
That's just the
name of the
name.
dish. Yeah, baked
Okay.
dragon and bitter cheese.
okay, because these halflings are eating some pretty exotic creatures.
Oh, yeah, they're not. They're like a little fancy little halfling family.
So banquet style.
Yeah, you see. There's ale, barrels of ale that they're pouring. They're just having such a great little time. They're having so much fun. They're doing the little circle dances and stuff, and everyone's cheering them on. Yay!
Yeah, we make our. I'd say I make my way towards the food.
I'd make my way
Okay.
towards the ale.
Yeah, Rendar's following Costa.
Okay. Yeah, when you go up to one of the tables, there's some halflings there, and they look at you and they're like, "Oh, which side of the family are you on? Or which do you know?"
Oh, you're talking to me?
Yeah.
With a plate in my hand, with probably already stacked high with food. I point with my fork. Emojine.
Who?
Emojine. You know Emojine? Jean?
No, Eugene. You're talking about Gene? Genie?
Is that? Oh, yes. I've always only called him by G. So
Oh, must be. I was talking about a girl named Jean.
oh
Genie.
no. We're pen pals. You see, we don't know each other too well, but he invited me nonetheless. I am also to. My task tonight is to also provide tonight's entertainment.
Oh, what are you going to do?
I, my dear, am going to recite poetry and play music, depending.
Oh, I'm sure it's going to be lovely. I can't wait to see.
Wonderful, and those two over there are part of my posse, my crew.
He
Of course,
looks.
I point to Rendar and Costa.
We hold up pint glasses and kind of nod.
They're my bodyguards.
It is good to meet you. I am Drando. And you are?
Wonderful to meet you, Derek. My name is Giovanni.
Drando. He has like black hair and amber eyes. He has a tangled mustache. He wears like fine clothes, and he has a little feathered hat.
Yes,
Well,
I would shake
it's,
your hand. I would shake your hand. However, both my hands are occupied at the moment.
Oh, of course. Forgive me. I'll let you eat. Maybe we can catch up later. It's a pleasure meeting you.
Yes, it's a pleasure, Derek.
And he kind of walks off, starts dancing.
I'm just gonna find well, it's like a child-sized stool. I'll plop down and just start eating.
All right. Costa, what are you doing?
Yeah. I'm having my second refill of the ale.
More like shot glasses
okay.
to you.
Yeah. But enjoying the music and having a little bit of a foot tap.
Okay.
Kind of smiling and kind of like giving little waves to any halflings looking our way.
I mean, you're noticeable because you're taller than the rest of them, but they're having such a great time. They're not really even caring, I guess, at this moment anyway, who you guys are.
Okay. I'm just going to carry on rinsing their ale.
What's Rendar doing?
He's copying Costa. Like, he has no idea what's going on.
All right. So yeah, you guys have just crashed this halfling party. You're just stuffing your faces with food and drinking their ale and other fine things that they have. But it's been about an hour now, and so far they have not said anything. I mean, every now and then someone looks at you and like kind of wonders, but no one has said anything.
I might, if one comes over, I might ask what this is all in aid of.
If what? If what kind of ale is it? You said?
No, what the party is in aid of, what the party is for.
Oh. Well, not too well. Yeah, about maybe 25 minutes later, someone does come up to you. And they come up to you, and it's a male halfling. He has cropped silver hair and gray eyes, and he wears modest garments. He has several pouches that hang from his belt, and he comes up and he says, "Well, hello, I don't think we've met. I am Fastenberg, and who are you?"
I'd introduce myself. Sheridan Costermates. Very nice to meet you. What a lovely shindig you've got going on.
"Oh, why, thank you." He says, "But I must ask, who are you? I've noticed you earlier, but no one seems to know who you are."
We're the helpmate, I'm afraid. We're just here on security. We're here with our good friend Giovanni, a world-famous bard. I think he's providing some entertainment.
Is he? I don't remember hiring a bard.
Oh, well, you'll need to take that up with him. I mean, it's easy catch. If it's a double booking or we're in the wrong place, you haven't done too badly, mate, because he's spot on.
Oh, get me. I will. Giovanni, how close are you to this? Or where are you, I should say, Costa, in regards to Giovanni?
At the food table.
Okay.
Which would presumably be slightly further away.
Yeah. Okay. So I guess I'll have to go over there and find out what's happening. Must be, I don't know, maybe you guys are at the wrong party. And he kind of laughs.
I laugh back. Down another ale.
He says, all right, well, I'll get down to this. And he starts to head over towards Giovanni.
I just look at Rendar, shrug my shoulders, carry on drinking.
Rendar has a hand on his axe, just in case.
Oh my god. All right. So the halfling male comes over to Giovanni, like, what, when you're like in mid bite or something? "Excuse me, sir.
I got some food in my mouth.
My name is Fastenberg. I am the one who is throwing this party tonight, and your friend over here says that you are supposed to play here, but I don't remember purchasing a bard."
Oh,
"Who did you talk to? Perhaps you are at the wrong party."
Excuse me. Don't you know it is rude to ask a man a question while he is chewing food?
Yeah, you're right, but I mean, this is a special circumstance.
Eugene invited me.
Oh, I don't know a Eugene. Can you
Gene,
point
right
him out?
there, right there. I point to the same guy I've been pointing to. I've pointed at to before. I was probably blissfully unaware I'm even pointing at him.
Yeah, he is. Nope, I don't think that's him. That's not his name.
Are you sure? I'm pretty sure that's Eugene. Or Emogene. I forget his name. We haven't met too many. We haven't met too often.
His name is Halfrim.
Then which one of you is Eugene?
That's what I'm saying. I think you're at the wrong party.
I don't believe so. The other halfling told me that was Eugene. Which one? That one. That halfling right there.
Are you pointing to the right one?
Yes.
To the one that you were talking to?
That I was talking to, yes.
But why I'm so confused. If you know Eugene, why would he tell you that he is Eugene?
I don't bloody know. Look, to be quite honest, I only know Eugene. I've only met Eugene physically a few times. We're mostly pen pals. All I know is that he's short, has dark brown hair, and well, he has a long, stubby nose. And I look
Kind of
around.
laughs. Huh? I mean, that's all of us here. And he like kind of laughs.
Yes, I'm beginning to see that now.
So watch the conversation going on, like longer than I thought it might. I might start filling up my water bottle and hip flask and things with ale, just in case we need to do it, leg it in a hurry.
Well, wherever Eugene is, I can't seem to find him at the moment. He might have stepped out. But I am here to be tonight's entertainment.
Well, I mean, I guess it's a small blessing that you're at the wrong party.
I don't believe I am.
I can't.
But if you must argue with me,
If you're willing, I mean, I didn't book you, so if you're willing to play for us, that'd be great. I mean, it seems like you've already helped yourself to our food.
I told you I was invited by Eugene.
I can assure you, there's no Eugene.
You are calling me a liar. You insulting my integrity,
No.
integrity
Let's
as an artist.
No reason to get upset.
I'm gonna stand up from my little tiny children's size stool. How dare you?
Now, be civil here. This is,
Eugene!
after all, a party.
Eugene!
Would Rendar see this going on?
I'm assuming so, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna walk forward with his accent.
People are starting to like turn and look and start talking. He says, perhaps you seem to be causing a scene. Perhaps you should just leave.
You are embarrassing me when I've been specifically hired by a friend at the party.
At this point, the guy that the second guy that told you that you said that guy's name was Eugene comes over and he's like,
No, I said emoji, and he corrected me and said it was Eugene.
he said Genie, didn't it? Did I say Genie? Gene, not Eugene.
I kind of lost track of the conversation.
So yeah, he comes over and he's like, Festenberg, what is going on over here? Do you know this one? I tried to talk to him earlier. I don't know him. And he's like, no, he said that you told him Eugene's here. It's like, no, he asked me about if Eugene and I, like, they just keep going back and forth.
I said
And then,
emoji, and you, my dear, and you, and I point and I just dig my finger into his meaty chest. You said that was Eugene.
All right. Festenberg puts his hand up and says, no need to get physical here. We're all friends. We don't want anyone to get in trouble. He said,
All I know, I was
obviously,
hired.
this is a misunderstanding. Perhaps you should just go.
I will do no such. I will do no such thing. I shall perform as I was hired to and collect my fee.
Well, as I'm the one who threw the party, I did not hire you, so you will not be playing. And he looks at his friend. He's like, Finney, go get the guards.
Fine.
And he walks off.
If you don't wish to pay me, I shall take my leave. You shall be hearing from my lawyer very soon. And my agent.
All right. He's like, well, it was a pleasure meeting you.
Lads, gesture over to Costa and Rendar. Come, we're not wanted.
I walk past the little halfling and like tilt my hat at him, pick up a sandwich, and walk past.
Is there like a big roast ham or something at the table?
Oh yeah, there is.
I flip it onto the ground.
God. Okay.
Render's gonna throw his great axe onto his back, but gonna have the end sticking out so it clips a bunch of gnomes on his way out.
Gnomes? You mean halflings?
Halflings, whatever, it's the same.
Wait, you're gonna try to. Okay, say this again. It's on your back.
So the great axe is on the back and the haft is sticking out, so it's hitting them in the face as he walks by.
So yeah, Giovanni flips the thing over, and so it kind of like stops the party. Like everyone kind of like stops and starts whispering and looking at you guys. You hear, and then you're walking through the crowd, hitting people with the thing of your axe, and so people are like, "Hey, watch where you're going."
Yeah, it's just on my back. I can't control it.
And people are kind of looking at you guys like, "Who are these people? Why are they here? Like, just go, just leave us alone." Like you hear people saying stuff.
I'm walking away. I've never felt so disrespected in my life. As soon as we hit a corner around the street, turn the corner, run.
All right, you guys run off.
They called the guard, so
Yeah. Well, he went off to go get him. Yeah. So yeah, you're walking through the streets again of Neverwinter. It's getting pretty late now.
I'm gonna finish up my plate. And do I see the old lady?
Give me a perception check. You do. She is down the street on a corner, just like sitting with her back against a wall, like a building.
I stop at her, turn around, kneel down, and give her my plate and the fork.
She looks at you and a big smile. Like when she sees the food
plate's
first, she
empty.
smiles. Oh.
I finished it.
I'm still holding a sandwich, so I've got like a little little triangle sandwich, like from a tea party. And I take a bite out of it and just put it on the plate as she's holding it.
I'm gonna give it to her, the empty plate and the fork and the silverware, and I say, "I've just gotten these from a very fancy party. Sell these, you should get a little bit of money for food."
Oh. I mean, thanks, Hugh.
You're welcome.
Is there any more food?
No.
And then is this when you put your sandwich on it?
Yeah.
Oh, she takes it and she starts wolfing it down. Thank you.
Okay, now that we've done this, call off the rest of your hobo friends. We don't wish to be jumped by them.
I don't know what you mean.
Yes, that's what they all say. I'm gonna
I
get up
have
and
no
walk away.
friends. She says, "Well, thank you for your kindness. And
That's what she
thank you,
wants you
old
to
man." And then she she starts she's eating that sandwich. She's really happy with it. What else do you do?
I just wonder, do we wish to spend money for betting tonight?
I don't know what
I
other
kn-
options we've got.
I know a place that I sleep. You can all go there.
I'm gonna look back at her. Sorry, this conversation does not pertain to you, my dear. I'm gonna walk
I'm
us down
just
a little further down the way. Nosy. So, where shall we bed down tonight?
Rendar's good anywhere.
Yeah, well, Oh, we could. I guess we could pitch a tent out here somewhere.
All right. I'll find an empty clearing along the streets or the sidewalk. I'm gonna hitch up.
As you start, okay.
I'm gonna and hitch up the tiny hut.
Right, but as right before you like start walking away, the old lady again, she does, she comes up to you and she goes, "I just wanted to thank you again," and she, perhaps I can give you a free reading.
Ugh, do it on the boy. I don't want to be touched by it.
Aww.
She goes up to Rendar and she takes your hand and she like just starts like looking at the palm, like she's reading your palm. And she's like, "Oh, yes, very interesting. Strong palms. Ooh, you've won many battles, I see."
Okay.
She says, "You're a strong warrior.
Yes, I
I
know.
see. You are."
The bulging muscles and the axe do not give that away.
She goes, "You've been through tough times." And yeah, you guys are all just looking at her like, obviously, look at his face. Like, it's all scarred up.
The scars, man. Come on.
I looked at Giovanni. How is she doing it?
And then she says, "Oh, you are a dragon slayer, I see. Yes, I see. You will find a dragon and slay him."
Well, technically, the plan was to coerce the dragon into. Never mind.
She
You already
says,
know too much.
"I see.
So
A
she needs to
place.
die?
I see a place called Dragon Barrow." She goes, "You will defeat this dragon and all shall worship you. And those who disrespect you will pay. Yes, those who use and disrespect you will serve you at the end. That's what I see."
Well, I like the sound of that.
Interesting.
I don't wish people to fear me. I wish people to worship me.
She does know too much.
She may.
Maybe she should come along with us. Chris, are you willing to play a mad old baby woman?
Yeah, I'm gonna be the old seer lady with a serious alcohol addiction and possibly an addiction to spice. Yeah, I'm down.
She says, yeah, and she kind of lets go of your hand, Rendar, and she says, "Yes, you will be very famous one day." And she like walks off. How does Costa respond to hearing that?
Yeah. I turned to Brenda and I said, "Don't you be getting any ideas, boys. It's all nonsense."
I mean, obviously.
Yeah. She's
Look
just
at her.
blown smoke up your ass.
What?
I said, she's just blown smoke up your ass.
When has smoke ever been up your ass?
Well, it's a saying, isn't it?
It's a metaphor.
Oh.
Oh no, I don't believe he knows what a metaphor is.
No, never mind.
It's a
She's not-
colloquialism. Wait, I don't believe he knows that either.
So yeah,
It's
you
when,
guys go off
it's
and
when someone tells you something they think you want to hear.
Yes, exactly that.
Okay. Yep. He's nodding. He has no idea what you're talking about.
So what do? Do you go like down a little alleyway or something and set up your hut? Your hut.
I mean, if there's
Or-
room on the sidewalk next to a building, like a sort of vacant lot-ish type of area, and I'll do that. But if not, we'll have to make do with an alley.
Oh no, yeah, you could easily like go off behind some tree or something off the road and do something like that. Yeah. So you easily find a place and set up your hut.
Yep.
Okay. What are you guys gonna do? Just
So we've remembered to grab everything off Zelaria's body. Yes?
Yeah.
We didn't forget anything, did we?
No, we made a point of separating her from her staff and her book.
All right. I just don't want anything to be wasted as she plummets to the bottom of the ocean.
No. No, I'm pretty confident we got everything of value.
Oh well. Good night.
yeah, you guys call it a night and have a nice long rest. It's very comfortable in your little hut. The sun comes up, the city starts to come back alive, and you see somebody sitting outside of your hut. Describe to us what we see, Chris.
First glance, the face seems strikingly familiar, almost like somebody who just sunk into the bottom of the ocean. Dark, like brown hair, framing a very fair-skinned face with hazel eyes, wearing studded leather armor under a forest green cloak, and he's currently just sat out in front of your hut playing a game of solitaire.
Guess I'll actually wake up early because we actually gotta like find ways to make money now. Wake up. I'm assuming Rendar and Costa are already up.
He better be. His boots better be shined and cleaned.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rendar's been up for about an hour now.
Sort of get up, walk, scratch my butt, look outside. Oh no, this. Look outside. Sherry, look outside.
I kind of get up and kind of peep outside and go, "Ah, she's back to haunt us."
Is that? No, I don't think it's her, but I think it's some prick trying to sell her something. Rendar, tell them we're not buying.
Fuck off!
Rentar, but before you do that, as you were cleaning his boots, were you thinking about anything like, oh, I should be a ruler or anything?
No, Rendar's
No, it just
pretty easily entertained.
all right. Just wanted to check. All right.
What are you trying to do? You trying to drive a wedge between us? How dare you?
No, of course not. I just want to know what his thoughts are. All right. So yeah, I guess you hear someone say "fuck off."
I kind of look up, take a look around, not seeing anybody. I just go back to my game of solitaire.
I think you do see the hut. It's opaque.
So I can see you guys in it?
No, yeah.
No.
Yeah,
You
so
can't see
I
it,
wouldn't
no.
have seen where the voice had come from. It was just one of those, oh, that was odd, back to my game.
You do see an out of place sort of tiki hut looking texture jutting out behind the tree.
Yeah, no, like I said, I'm sat basically right in front of it, playing solitaire.
Is he leaving?
Doesn't look
No.
like it.
We'll have to leave. We'll have to leave through the back. Through the back.
Okay. No, don't leave it with me. I'll storm out the hut. Now, come on, mate, move along. Come on, we ain't got time for this. We don't want to buy any of what he's selling. Got enough pegs.
Looking up, seeing you come through the hut, I reach into my breast pocket, pull out a little piece of paper, read it, fold it back
Oh,
up.
being served. Whoever you
Oh.
think I am, you've got the wrong person.
You must be Krista.
Huh?
Yeah, I'm looking for Giovanni and his group of gallivanters. I believe if my descriptions are correct, there's a Krista and a reader traveling with him.
Well, I don't know what you're talking about. Who are you? What do you want?
Well, the name's Zalaron. Actually, I'm looking for my sister. family business, you know. Heard she was traveling with a bard, goes by the name Giovanni.
Wait there just a moment. I'll slide back into the hut. Giovanni, it's for you, mate.
I'm pretty sure I heard that. Shite! We're leaving through the back. We're leaving through the back. Don't make a sound.
Rendell,
The second you
Mine is-
leave hut, it disappears, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah,
Nope.
so he walks out the back and it just disappears.
I see you and I just go, ah, there you are. Now, Giovanni, just a moment of your time. Okay, have you seen my sister?
No? Who is your sister?
Zalaria was the last name she was going around under. Last I heard.
Oh, yes. Wow, a brother. Wonderful. I regret to inform you that your dear sister has perished.
Well, I suppose that saves me the effort. Shit.
Well then, bye.
No. Just a moment of your time. She didn't happen to have a large sum of money on her, did she?
No.
No, we were, in fact, we were more or less penniless when she perished.
So she lost it. Well, that is unfortunate.
We found 8 gold pieces, but we're taking that. And I'll fight you for it, if that's what you're after.
No, it won't come to that. Perhaps you'd be able to help me with the next step of the plan then. You see, my sister, before she so eagerly left our clan, took the opportunity to sell all of their lands and belongings to, a group of land barons and abscond with the money.
What a prick.
Yes, she was a right bitch. And, well, now that I'm homeless and a wanderer, a vagrant, if you will, I figured the next best course of action may be revenge.
For what? She's dead. I told you.
She is, but the land barons, I am told, are not.
And
Okay.
where are these land barons?
Well, see, and this is... I hadn't looked that far yet. I was trying to find my sister to see if I could get the money back from her to somehow purchase our land back, but that seems to be a lost cause. I do have some names. I managed to get some names off the contract that we were presented.
I'm just going to stop you there, young man. How does this concern us?
Well, perhaps you could be cut in on any profits, or perhaps
we'll
perhaps you
get
could just
paid
give me
for it.
direction. Maybe you would have information on one of these people, and then I can part ways peacefully with you.
You say there's money in it for us?
Potentially, whatever we find belonging to any of these people that I must.
Well, why didn't
My
you say
revenge plot.
so?
Well,
Perhaps
one
you'd like to
moment.
join us for breakfast.
One moment, Sherry.
What?
Let's not be too hasty. Team huddle.
Sorry about this. One moment.
Zalaria's brother, if you will take a few steps back.
Oh yes, of course. I take like 2 small steps back and just stare intently at you.
Behind the tree, that would be wonderful.
Oh, yes, sure.
I am ever so sorry about this. We won't be a moment. We could get paid for doing
Yes,
next to nothing.
But is he bullshitting us?
Well, you
Leading
can't
us on.
bullshit. You can't bullshit a bullshitter. He asks us some questions about names. We give him any names. He gives us some money. Bob's your uncle. Fanny's your aunt.
Yes, I suppose so. We are in need of money. Although we do have a sizable amount, it's just not enough. Not enough
yes,
for your
that.
retirement, and certainly not enough for mine.
I know it's a worry. Anyway, I think we should listen to what he's got to say. Get him to treat us to breakfast. Go from there.
What's retirement?
Don't worry, you won't need to worry about it, boy. You'll be long dead by then.
Got it.
Yes, don't worry about it. Ahoy, hoy.
Yes.
Yes, your name.
Full name's Zaileron. Most people just call me Zale.
All right. Z. That'll be easier to remember. We. I'll look back real quick. We accept.
Lovely. Yes, as I said, I got a few names. There's a Jordan Lacrosse.
No, never heard of them.
Nope.
There's a Baron von Riemsdyk.
No.
If they're not from Baldur's Gate, then we don't know who they are. Well, at least Sherry and I.
Well, there are a couple more. Just bear with me a moment. There's Hawthorne. Does the Hawthorne ring a bell at all?
Cunts!
Ah, I see. I've sparked something.
Who
Who's
else?
Hawthorne again?
Talia Hawthorne? Was that her
You
name?
mean Halia Thornton?
That's it, sorry.
Ah,
Thornton.
Hawthorne was the name of. I don't think you guys know her, but I was like, wait a minute. It was a character in the Tyranny campaign I played with Kirsty, the player.
Ah,
I was like, wow, that's a throwback. What?
Yeah, Halia Thornton.
Oh. Mm. Things just got spicy. Oh, we know her. We know her very well.
oh well. Then perhaps you wouldn't mind giving me assistance in claiming some
Destroying
sort of
her
revenge.
utterly?
Yes, I would like to destroy her publicly first, and then afterwards we can deal with the dirtier business of taking her life.
Well, you're in luck. We've already done so. Well, publicly, we're already halfway there.
Oh, well, it sounds like you're making my life easier already.
Exactly. We just won't go back to Fandolin, however.
Well, I mean, if it's possible to lure her out, then I'm more than happy to do the deed elsewhere.
This is sounding interesting. Go on. Any more names?
Yes, there's a Franklin D. Roosevelt. That is the end of the list, unfortunately. That is all the names I've got.
Well, I'm definitely interested in one of those, and I know exactly where we can find them. Although I'm not really willing to go there, but I'm sure we can come to some kind of compromise.
Well, perhaps I could tag along with you lot as you do what you do, while I'll try and come up with a devious plan to ruin her reputation entirely and lure her from Fandolin.
Okay, I've got a few. Before you could join us, I've just got a series of questions to see whether you'd fit in with our ragtag group. Would you say that you are made of strong moral fibre?
As strong as a willow limb.
Lovely. You're in. Let's go.
Now, keep in mind, we do wish for some integrity. We don't wish for you to stab us in the back after all. In our pursuit
of course.
riches and reputation, fame.
My goal is simply to reclaim the lands of my clan, or claim the lives of those who stole it. Both, if possible.
Well, then we have an accord. Wonderful. Rendar, shake his hand.
No.
That's fine. I'm really not much of a handshaker, especially with ones quite so large.
Amadeus, shake his hand. Be nice.
You feel
I'm
an
assuming
invisible
Amadeus
hand
just
shake your
takes my hand, and I'm like, okay.
Just your hands just moving up and down slowly.
I must say, this is the oddest thing I've done all day.
Oh, that's not even the beginning. Well then, breakfast?
Awesome. All right, so yeah, you guys just have a new party member and gonna head off to Phandalin.
I don't think we're going to Phandalin, but we'll find out.
There's no fucking way we're going to Phandalin.
I know. I'm just kidding. All right, so let's take this is a good place to take a 10-minute break.
Okay.
So we'll come back in 10 minutes. All right. So yeah, you guys meet your new character. Where are you gonna head off to?
Breakfast.
Or do? Okay, is that what everyone's doing? Okay, I mean, you're gonna look for an inn.
Yeah, I guess so.
Are you looking for like a poor inn, a common, or like a good one? Like, what kind of place do you want to eat at? What kind of place would Giovanni go to?
Regular.
Since he would be the
one.
pickiest.
Normal, middle class.
Okay. All right. Yeah. You find an inn called the Broken Fang. You come in and there's a good about. It's early, so people are starting to come in right now. There's only 5 other people here. It's a 2-story stone-walled building. You can see like there's an upstairs, and that's where the rooms are on the 2nd floor. Pretty much that. Yeah, the innkeeper. She's a tall female elf, and she comes over to you guys, and she goes, "Name's Kulai. What can I help you? What would you like?"
Eggs and porridge.
Today we have smoked pork, boiled eggs and walnut bread, or roasted pork and curd cheese.
Did you not hear him? Eggs and porridge.
So like boiled eggs and walnut bread?
Eggs and porridge. Doesn't matter how the eggs arrive. Eggs. Just not
All
raw.
right. So it comes with a tankard of Perry for 10 copper pieces.
I don't wish to do any change. Here is. Hold on, we have change. 6 silver. And 3 copper.
Wait, math. 6 silver. So it's like 10 copper per silver, isn't it?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. So for the 4 of you, if you're all getting the same, yeah, then she's just like, that'll be 4 silver pieces.
Here's 6 and 3 copper. Keep it.
Ah,
As she goes to
thank you,
walk
it's
away,
very
I just
generous.
go. As she goes to walk away, I'll just kind of chime in like, "I'll take the eggs and the walnut bread if you don't mind."
She says, "Yep, that's what's coming up." She walks out. A few minutes later, if you're not talking about anything specific, yeah, she brings over your food, and it's clearly each one is boiled eggs and walnut bread, but the eggs are just like either runnier for him or smashed up, or like they just look different, but you can totally see it's the same thing.
I imagine over breakfast, I asked the party, "So tell me, my sister, was it slow and painful?"
She was
Quite.
eaten alive by ghouls.
Quite.
It was, well, technically, it was quick and vicious.
There were ghouls.
She was eaten alive.
Oh, well, I mean, at least there's that.
Jesus.
You understand, she was never very kind to me growing up. Older sister and all that.
Why are you an
Oh,
imbecile?
Myself? No.
Oh, okay. Well, best to check earlier on in our adventures.
At least I don't think I am. I don't know if an imbecile would know they were an imbecile.
That's
It's a
good
very
point.
interesting topic.
Have you ever tried to rake the moon out of a pond?
I can't say I have.
Oh, you're probably all right then.
Costa, while you guys are having small talk, you actually, with your keen ears on anything treasure, you hear the word treasure come out of a guy's mouth 2 tables over from you.
I spring to my feet.
Awfully fucking spry for an old man, isn't he?
and go all tense and slowly turn my head round that direction.
Uncle Joe over here. And Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. I mean, Grandpa
yeah,
Joe.
when you look up Grandpa Joe,
That's
Yeah,
good.
the one
yeah,
who's
look over-
bedridden the entire time until Charlie wins a free trip to the chocolate factory, and then he's totally fine.
Just I flare my nostrils and just stare in that direction, trying to take as much information in as I can.
okay. Yeah, when you look over, you see three guys. They look almost like they're sailors. They look tough, and they have one of them has a rough beard, and clearly he's been in fights. All three of them look pretty strong. And you just hear them talking, and they're, yeah, I got this map. And you see him passing around a piece of paper, and they're all looking at it. He says, right there. That's where we know it is. It's right there. And then you hear them just like, rah, 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 like talking.
Okay. What do they do with the map?
He folds it up and he puts it in his pocket, his right side pocket.
Okay. I sit back down and I turn to Zaylon. If you had to categorize yourself, would you say you're much of a fighter? Would you perhaps say you're a magic user? Or would you consider yourself a rogue?
Oh, see, the rogue it's a large brushstroke. Definitely more of a fighter, but from a distance, I can pick the shots very precisely. So they hurt as much as possible.
Have you heard of the ancient art of pickpocketing?
I have. Can't say I'm the most practiced hand at it. I have some skill, but it's not. I wouldn't call myself an expert, if you would.
Okay. Would you consider yourself much of an expert in cartography? The making of maps?
Probably not. I can read a map. I don't think I could recreate a map.
I kind of like could start going through my luggage and try to pull out a piece of paper and start scribbling like a gibberish map on it, if that's okay.
Yeah.
I then try and fold it in a manner similar to what I saw them fold that map, and then try and do the old switcheroo.
Where we're thinking the old swap the pocket kind of thing.
Yeah.
Do we want to try and tandem this? Do you want me to pull it while you drop it, or vice versa?
I don't know. I mean, my sleight of hand, I've got +4 sleight of hand, so
I have +7.
Okay, well then you're probably the best person to do it. What I might do is get Giovanni to go over and cause a distraction.
Distraction? Wonderful. Easy.
Okay, so yeah, I'll just do some gibberish on the map, make it look, put maybe an X on there somewhere. Maybe draw some mountains. And fold it up suitably and slip it to Zaylon. Point to which pocket he needs to slip in and out.
Give you a winning smile and a wink, and I'll be off.
Get up on if there's we're in a classier joint than yesterday, so I'm assuming there's at least a small stage, or at least like sort of outcropping, or at least an empty space.
We'll just use the same layout.
Good morrow, denizens of Neverwinter.
Yeah, they kind of turn around and look over at you.
As you enjoy your morning meals, I would like to serenade you with a poem.
They kind of just turn their backs back and start going back to eating.
Sing the song about the goat, the randy one.
I'll do that. That
Right now,
song
I'm picturing like the scene from the Blues Brothers where they go to the country bar and they start trying to play blues, and everybody's just not paying attention or throwing bottles. You got to play like Rawhide, man.
that song is beneath me, but I shall do my best.
Okay. As you start it, I'll start kind of like stamping my foot and banging on the table and start getting into it and suggest Brenda does the same thing.
Rendar
Okay.
is on point.
Yeah. And hopefully that will get the rest of the tavern going.
Oh yeah. So the three guys that you were listening to, they're actually already pretty drunk. And they're all like just souped up and happy that they're gonna go after whatever's on this paper and go find this amazing treasure. So if he starts playing and they're just like, this is the perfect day ever, and they're all like into it, and yeah, they're drinking more and just totally distracted by it. People are watching them being so happy about their day that they start kind of like bobbing their heads, and people are enjoying it, having a great time.
It's 9 a.m. in the morning.
Yeah. I'll give
I
Ceylon
know. Well, they're sailors, so they're probably used to it.
I'll give Zale the nod for him to go do his thing.
And I will do my best to slink off towards, I guess. I'll make it look like I'm heading towards the bar, and I'll come back up the other way and sort of just
Okay.
do the bump and swap.
Okay. Okay, sleight of hand. What were you
First
gonna
roll
say?
with this character and completely average.
Oh,
Was it- Was there anything you wanted to say,
Me?
Greg? I thought Greg was gonna say something.
no.
All right. So yeah, you bump. Do you say anything though when you do the bump? Because you're doing the clear like bump, right? Like,
Oh yeah, no, it's the
excuse
kind of
me.
like stumble into them and like part of my beer spills. And I just go, oh, I'm so sorry. You know what? Here, you have this one. I'll go get myself another. I'm so sorry. There's a loose floorboard or something back there.
Okay, and you're gonna try to slip in and slip out the paper as you
Yeah.
do that. All
But
right.
I'm
yeah,
doing
once
that
you
whole
do
like
it-
drying the bit of beer off of him kind of thing, and the other hand is like in and out of the pocket.
Yeah. Once you put your hand, he's like, "Oh, watch where you're going," and then you start trying to wipe him, and he kind of like tries to push you. But once your hand touches that map, his hand immediately comes down and he grabs your hand. He says, "What is this? What are you trying to do?"
Trying to get the beer off of you before it damages
you're
anything
trying to-
that's on you.
You're trying to rob me? You
Why would
picked
I
the
try and
wrong
rob you?
person. Roll initiative. He
Ugh.
got a nat 20 on his perception.
Damn it.
That's great. Yeah, the three other guys all stand up. The Commodores in the room all start to like, and they kind of like start like trying to hide, not hide, but get out of the way. So Zoran, Costa, Giovanni, and Rendar.
Of course, now the natural 20. Wow.
All right. Okay. So yeah, the bandit, he pulls out a weapon. Pulls out a scimitar and he says, "You've messed with the wrong men." And he tries to grapple you.
Okay.
Give me a strength check.
I can use acrobatics, right?
Yep. I mean, he failed. Yeah. He tries to grab you, and what do? You just like quickly
I just
twirl
kinda, like-
around and get out of it?
I just kind of take a slight step to the side and let him kind of like fall forward. Just be like, oh, sorry, friend. Watch your step.
Yeah. And so the other one pulls out his scimitar, shing, fine. He gets ready. Uses a ready action. And the bandit, the main guy, is like, why you, how do I say this? You got one reason for me not to kill you right here. Give me one reason. Yeah, give me one reason. That's what I meant to say.
Easy, friend. You're slower than pig shit in winter.
Well, yeah, that's what he says, and he takes a ready action. He's right up to your face with his scimitar. So, how do you respond?
I just watch as all of a sudden 2 daggers just appear in my hands, like just almost as if out of nowhere. And I go, "You don't want to start this, friend, because you won't make it through." And I will ready in action if he attacks me. I'm going to stab him with one of the daggers.
Okay, yeah, he's ready in action too. If you stab him, so you're both like holding, like getting ready.
Oh,
at
I'm
each
not
other.
starting
Giovanni.
this.
No, I know. Yeah.
Do I miss my go?
Oh,
Yeah.
were you in the initiative? Oh, okay. I'll put you back. Costa.
I would stand up, look across to the barman, and say, good sir, would you like us to help deal with this? It's none of our business and it's not our concern, but I would not like to see your establishment destroyed.
Are you talking to the this guy up here in the
yeah.
bar? Okay. Yeah, he screams out like, "Get out of here! We don't need any of that in here. You're gonna get the guards over here. Get out of here!"
I said, gentlemen, should we take this outside?
So this one who has his sword right up to you, Zeleron. How are you responding? He says, why you try to rob me?
You're assuming I'm trying to rob you. I was just trying to dry you off. The fact that you are making these assumptions means you have a
caught
poor
your
outlook.
hand on this paper.
Got my hand on nothing. My hand was attempting to dry you off.
I'll say, it seems like there's been a misunderstanding here. Perhaps we could calm this down. Perhaps you'd like to join us for a drink.
Give me a persuasion check.
With advantage, since I'm trying to help.
Yeah,
Probably with
sure.
disadvantage.
Oh.
Oh. Yeah, 5. He says, I wasn't bored yesterday. He's like, I know a thief when I see one.
That just sounds like blatant racism, friend.
I say, well, fair enough. Pull up my crossbow and shoot him.
Oh, Jesus.
Well,
And miss.
it misses.
I'm sure.
You, the half orc with the great axe.
All right. At that point, when you shoot, the bartender screams out to somebody, get the guards! Get help! Oh, is that all, Craig?
Right. No, I can shoot. I can attack again.
Okay. Oh my god. That's a miss.
Fuck.
Just dodges out of the way. It's like, you're gonna pay for that! Alright. Are you staying where you are?
Yeah, for the time being. Yep.
Okay. Giovanni.
I'm going to be playing my music, and I'm going to cast Hideous Laughter on the bandit captain.
Okay.
And so I says to him, you'll have to peel the whole banana.
He got a 20.
Well, everyone's a critic
No,
these
something's wrong with this because there's no wait. Is it? Maybe he did. I'm gonna roll it again because I'm not sure about this macro. Oh, he got an 18. Okay, never mind.
Everyone's a critic these days.
Rendar. No one's been hurt yet. Until now.
Yeah, great axe on that guy.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sakes!
Oh god. Yep. He just dodges out of the way.
I turned to say, I was like, so, I'm ever so sorry, we're normally better than this.
This is quite entertaining.
Oh,
You better roll again.
Roll the,
yep.
that is a hit.
Nice.
All right. Hey, great axe him, slashing him into his chest.
Yep.
All right. So, oh boy. So this bandit, he's going to attack the thief.
I haven't even done anything. I'm just standing here with my daggers.
He's got a hold action though, isn't he?
Rolled. He did, but I forgot it. Because their hold action was on this guy, not on that guy. He's going to attack back to Rendar. Gets a 22
Hits.
for 6 slashing.
Yep.
Bandit Captain. Yeah, he's going to go attack you, Zalaron. I have to get used to that one now.
Call it Zale or Zed.
He swings his first attack for 19.
Definitely hits.
Takes
Cut it.
4 slashing.
Okay.
I wanted a cutting word for the damage.
Okay,
You take
nice.
1.
So he swings again. An 11.
Misses.
It's a miss. But then he pulls out a dagger and he tries to jab it into your stomach for a 7 and misses.
Say that is very impolite of you, and I will make 2 attacks with daggers.
Oh, that's a hit.
And
All right.
I should have added this one. This is going to be. Let me just roll it quickly, because I can't add my proficiency to this one.
Yeah, you can.
An 18? No, because I'm attacking with my offhand as my bonus action.
Your offhand, you don't add the damage bonus. That's all.
Oh, you still get the proficiency?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure because I've done 2 weapon fighting a few times before.
I'm reasonably sure that hits.
Yeah. Yeah, that hits. Awesome.
Yeah, it would be 40.
Yep.
And I don't really like where I am, but I'm going to stay
just
where I
4?
am.
Okay.
Yeah, that's going to end my turn.
All right. Costa. Again, the
Can I-
bartenders. Get out of here!
Can I run and try and climb onto the table here?
Yeah. No reason why you can't.
And start hitting the bandit captain with my axe.
Okay. Yeah.
I'm just guessing that's a miss.
That's a miss.
And again, fuck!
Okay. You gotta do better than that, old man.
Yeah, I'm building up to it.
He
And
just
that's my
woke
go.
up not too long ago. He's got to limber up. Old people don't move like they used to.
Mr. Giovanni.
I'm gonna cast Hold Person on the captain.
Okay.
DC is 15. Of course he
18.
does. This piece
He's
of
a
shit.
wise captain.
I'm still playing music though. I'm disguising my music, working it into the lyrics. And I say, "Wow, half orc, you look rather splendid." Inspiration. Kill them.
Rendar would like to rage.
Okay. All right. Wow. Oh boy. Oh boy. What does it look like when you kill this guy?
He just gets chopped in half. Like right down the center.
Just like splits apart.
But diagonally. Like it's shoulder to waist.
Okay. Yeah, that's a pretty gruesome sight.
Yeah.
All right, so yeah, with that, you start to hear people scream, "Ah! Get in!" Like all these commoners just start running for their lives after they see this guy just get chopped in half. Yeah, they're just all gonna run. This one runs in the back. This one runs in the back. Bartender runs. Is that it, Rendar?
Second
Can
attack.
I use my movement to jump on the table and attack that guy?
Yeah. Yep.
Sweet.
Nice. That's another hit. All right.
8 damage.
Yep. You hit him in his back, and he. Ah. Is that all?
Yep.
All right. The bandit captain screams out to him. Screams out, "You bastards! You'll pay for this!" And he screams at his buddy, "Retreat! Retreat!" And he takes a disengage action. And he's dead. He takes a disengage action as well. Salaran.
Okay. I just drop both my daggers and draw the bow. I'm gonna kill that captain.
Okay.
Probably gonna miss with that one,
That's a miss.
but I will action surge and try again.
That one's a hit.
And there you go.
Nice. That was a good hit right into his back shoulder
I wish I
blade.
could have used my sneak attack, but I don't have anybody within 5 feet of him. I think that's pretty much all I can do. So that will end my go.
Costa.
I will move to here and hit him with my axe.
Okay. That's definitely a hit. That's definitely a hit.
And again. No.
That's definitely a hit.
Again. I'll do my action surge. No.
No.
No, that's all I can do. I'll tick to look to Giovanni and say, "We can't let him leave."
Okay.
Yeah. That's my go.
I hear this. I'm still playing music. I have no idea what you're talking about, Mr. Old Man, whom I don't know. Old person, I'm the captain.
Awesome. Oh, you see where this is going, Costa? Okay. Wisdom
I
save.
am but a simple bard playing music.
Nice. A 9.
And he is now paralyzed. Tis a simple
Okay.
bard playing music in the tavern while chaos is breaking loose.
Brenda.
Oh, is this tavern close to a river, Sebastian?
No.
Rendar is gonna attack.
Okay.
Oh, for fuck's sakes.
That is a miss. Wait, no, it's a hit because it's.
I was gonna say it's
yeah,
16 to miss,
what? It's at advan. No, it's a hit.
and it's
Well,
an
advantage,
automatic crit.
paralyzed. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's a advantage in a crit. Yep.
It's 12, 24 plus 2 is 26.
Plus 1d6 plus 1 for Divine Fury.
He's
'cause
dead.
it was the
He's
first
dead.
attack.
He's dead.
All right, fair enough.
You try and kill the other guy before he escapes, but
I do have extra attacks, so
you're also the only one who can hit him. So before his turn. Balls.
Wait, that's a hit.
Seriously?
They have lower AC. They have a lower AC than the other guy. Oh God. Yeah, he goes down. He just he's trying to run away, and you just slice him in the back and just falls straight forward.
Jesus.
Quickly
boy.
pick up my daggers and turn to Costa. Say maybe you should grab your map. And I say that as I'm wrenching my arrow out of the bandit dude's back.
Yeah, I'll go through the bandit captain's everything, see what he's got, including the map.
Yep.
Quickly.
Off in the distance, you do hear whistles going off. Woo, woo, like whistles.
Okay. Yeah,
That's why I'm quickly wrenching my arrow out. We should leave.
Yeah, I'm hustling. What do I get?
All right. So if you're gonna search this whole thing, then I'm gonna roll to see if you're gonna get caught. Like you have enough time to grab that paper, but if you're gonna go through his pockets to see what gold and stuff like that, that's gonna take.
Okay, then I'll just grab the map then.
I'm saying you can do it. I'm saying you can. I'm just saying, like you can
but-
hear the whistles really close, so you know that they're close. So are you still gonna take that risk? That's all.
Yeah, I didn't know they're that close. I didn't know if I heard whistles in the distance or whistles close. If the whistles close, then I'd just grab the map. If they're whistles in the distance, I would probably take my time a bit. But yeah, if it's
Okay.
like just outside, then I'll grab the map and try and leg it out the back door.
Okay, so you're just gonna grab the map.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure you know how close they are. Yeah, before.
Yeah. You
I
just
just
said
roll.
hear whistles.
Okay. No, I know. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
So you can grab the map, and which way are you gonna go? The front or the back?
So I'll throw a pocket full of coins on the table, nod at the bartender, and try and run out. I guess.
We're not sure there's a door out the back, are we?
No.
I think our best bet's the front.
You did see. Well, yeah, you saw people run to the back, but you don't know if they actually got out. All right, so you're going out the front door.
There's a lovely window here we can
Alright.
jump through.
Yes, yeah, jump through the window. So, is that a window outside there?
I mean, it's a small window.
Okay. I'm guessing that's
You
into
can-
that looks like it's into a that's not a window, or is that a door, or is
That's a window.
Well,
But they're all pretty small.
but-
We'd have to squeeze.
This is the same map, so it's just this one side of the. There's no like this wall on this side is solid, for the
Oh,
sake
okay.
of it, because this is the only map I have right now. Yeah, so this side would be solid, because you're in the
Okay.
city. There's no like.
Front door, leg it.
yeah? Don't want to go out the front door. It's too obvious. I guess we walk out the door calmly.
No, you can break this window. I'm just saying.
Yeah, just for more attention. Okay,
Okay.
I try and walk out the door calmly.
Nurse jumping through the window.
Perfect distraction.
Alright.
I'm going out the front.
Yeah.
Giovanni, what are you doing?
I'm gonna stay playing music. Act like a bystander.
Okay. Yeah.
Just gonna
So,
slip into the nearest alleyway.
yeah. So the
the
scene
perfect
is you
cover.
two coming out. You two coming out the front door as like the doors behind you, the swinging doors close. You see Giovanni in the background just sitting there singing, and then as it closes, you
Play
see
music.
Rendar jumping through the window while you guys are out in the front of the front door. When you look to your right down the sidewalk, it's getting pretty busy. You see people like waiting outside, like the people who are inside are like waiting. Maybe a block and a half down, you see the guards coming, like they're rushing towards the area.
I do the Assassin's Creed thing
Run
where I try and
away.
find a group of people walking by, and I'm just gonna kind of like blend into them and weave my way through the crowd.
Yeah, I will take off my hat and kind of tuck it into my backpack, and then walk down the street towards the guards and kind of look at a market stall or something, and then try and slide down an alleyway in a nonchalant manner, not rushed.
Okay.
But definitely not run in the opposite direction.
So give me stealth checks, everyone who's trying to do that. Get away.
Wow, a +10 and I rolled 15. God damn. Oh, balls.
So yeah, as you all come out, Zalaron, you just like kind of like just go into the crowd. People didn't even notice, but this one old lady who was in there eating, she kind of points at Rendar and Costa. She's like, "That's them! That's them!" And then you see like the guards start whistling. They're still. Maybe they're like a block away, but they now are looking right at you guys and coming. What do you do?
Okay, leg it down the alleyway.
So you take a left and go down the alleyway?
Yeah. I mean, without a map, I'm assuming it goes.
Yeah. And Rendar?
What kind of area are we in on the map?
Yeah, I'm going to try to figure that out. Yeah, we'll say...
I was asking if we're near the river, because I was going to suggest that Giovanni casts his tiny hut just as we jump into the river, and we're all in it with our feet out the bottom, and we can walk along the bottom of the river.
Yeah, I needed. It's a 10-minute cast, so that's that's
Oh,
not happening.
God. So yeah, well, yeah. So can you see this right here? It's in
Yep.
the corner.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll say like that's kind of where you are.
I don't think any of us were overly fond of this place anyways, this city. I'm fine with never coming back here again.
I mean, so the alleyways and stuff that we're in, are they like are they shops? Is there are there like clothing rails and things where I could like grab a blanket or something and just wrap it over myself and pretend to be a pauper? so guards run past, that kind of or something like that.
I'm sure if you through like this area. I should have done that. This map's. I need a bigger map.
I'd be looking for
like if you ran back here, like if you ran behind here, there'd be like people has their clothing lines going back behind, like in between the buildings. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, I'd kind of grab one of those and just do as many kind of turnarounds in alleyways as possible, and then drop to the ground, pull it over my head, and stand there with my hat in my hands, upside down, and start begging as the guards come past.
Okay. I just want to make sure I get this right. So, so the lady pointed at you. You quickly ran behind a building, so they lost sight of you.
Run down another couple of alleyways. Grab like a blanket or something. Something tatty looking.
And what are you doing, Rendar?
He's just listening to the.
To the what?
Did we lose him?
Hello? I don't know. All right, well, we'll just do Costa right now. So Costa, give me a stealth check.
Deception. Just got to be deception.
I mean, you're being
I'm
stealthy
not being,
still, trying to...
I'm not being stealthy, I'm deceiving people.
No,
I'm in
how about
disguise.
this? Give me a stealth check and deception.
If I knew it was going to be stealth, I wouldn't have done it. That's why I deliberately picked something deception-wise.
No. This is for... Don't worry about the deception, or the stealth.
Okay.
Trust me. It's humoring me. Okay? And
Okay.
now the deception.
No, this is the one I'm going to fail, isn't it? Fuck for that.
Awesome. Yeah, it totally worked. The guards like run back there and they go down another alley and then they come back and they like run right by you, don't even notice.
I'll kind of put my hat out. Arms for an ex-soldier. Come on, Governor. Sort us out.
Fuck off, old man. And he keeps going. He treats you, he says the same thing Giovanni said to the lady. All right, is Rendar back or is he gone? Maybe he got caught. Maybe he was arrested. Zelleron, yeah, you got away, so.
Yeah, I mean, I do that kind of like long, lazy loop and end up circling back around just to see kind of what's happened and whether there's a guard presence in front of the tavern we were at. See if I can scope out any of my companions trying to blend in.
Okay. Costa is currently hiding, so you would see him.
I probably wouldn't find him.
Yeah, if he saw you looking for him and he took it off, that's up to him. But for Giovanni, as you're inside, you see like the bartender come back in, a few people walk back inside, and also along with them come some guards. And they're going up to the bartender at this moment, talking to him, but they haven't pointed at you or anything like that. What do you do?
Well, if the guards come talk to me, I say, you should have seen them, ruffians.
The guards, can you tell us who they were?
All of them are ruffians, dirty, hunchback.
The bartender here said you were with the three of them?
Whatever do you mean? I sat at the same table as them, but I was not with them. Honestly, do you think a man like me would travel with such filth?
And what made you sit with them when there was plenty of other tables?
They asked. They wanted the other night. They wanted to play. They wanted me to come to their hideout and play for them. They were quite
that sounds
insistent.
weird. What is this hideout you speak of?
I don't know about the hideout. They approached me in the city. So naturally, I led them here in a public place.
But you said didn't you say last night?
Yes, they found me again in the morning. I told them I think about it, but apparently they may have stalked my in room.
I see. Give me a deception check.
Sure. Yeah, might as well. We never freaking use the cards anyways. I'll use the inspiration.
Okay.
Get advantage on this.
Ooh, good thing you did. Jesus.
Oh, I know.
I had a feeling I was going to roll a 1 too. I felt that in my gut.
Yeah, so the guard's like, well, what a weird bunch. What is your name, sir?
Giovanni Arrivier, greatest bard, poet, lover, actor, comedian, and currently unemployed.
Giovanni. That sounds really familiar. I swear I heard that name not too long ago. I'm sure it'll come to me. And then he says, well,
Oh, yes,
are you staying here in Neverwinter?
Yes,
I'm
I
sorry?
was. I was quite sought after. I was here. Well, first things first. I was here to do a party for halflings, but apparently I went to the wrong party. I was massively.
How many halfling parties could there be?
I'm sorry. Are you a traveling musician?
No, you said you were at the wrong halfling party. I'm saying how many could there possibly be going at one time here in Neverwinter? I mean, that's a rare instance, don't you think?
Isn't that? Wouldn't you say that's a little bit presumptuous of you to assume that halflings only throw one party a day?
Oh,
week,
come
a
on.
month?
When a halfling throws a party, all of them go to the same party.
Well, sir, I cannot speak for your bigotry, but I can assure you, I was scheduled to be in entertainment for a halfling party. I may have wandered onto the wrong one.
Anyway, that's not important.
And things may have gotten heated. I may have kissed the bride.
How do we contact you if we have any more questions?
Well, you can send it to the Lion's Head Inn, where I shall be staying for another day more. Honestly, officer, if you ask me, I believe it's sort of a gang war. They were confronting each other, throwing each other hand signs. They were both wearing colors.
That guy right there. Yeah, he's like, by the looks of it, and he points to the dead, chopped in half guy on the floor. Definitely was some kind of gang related, or maybe another pirate faction.
So you see, they fly their colors on their body, on the persons. How blatant! I feel unsafe.
We've seen
in the city.
We've seen these bandits here before. Well, thank you for your help, and if we have any more questions, we'll try to find you.
Splendid.
He says, and I swear I know your name from somewhere. It'll come to me. He walks off.
I literally just told you I was at a halfling party and I got thrown out.
That's not it. It'll come to me. And he's off. Now he's 10 feet away.
I know exactly what he's talking about, so I will make my exit.
Yeah. That's funny. All right, yeah, you make your exit. You don't see anything, I guess. And Chris, you know what happened to our barbarian?
I just texted him. He's trying to reconnect to the voice chat, but it's just not going through. I'm wondering if maybe it's trying to push an update on his Discord.
Oh, he's not on the game either. Maybe he had to reboot.
His internet's probably.
All right, well, I guess the fate of Rendar will not be known until next game. Because, don't we?
I guess that
we
kind of makes
summon
sense.
9 or 9:30?
9:30.
It's 9 o'clock right now.
Oh, we summon. Okay, so we have a good. Okay. So what are you gonna say, Greg?
I was going to say, I guess if we all ran in different directions, it figure that we don't know what happened to him or where he is.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We won't know. He's like
I mean, if he's
involved.
not, if he's not here, and you guys want to stop now, don't want him to miss out on anything.
Or you could just give him up. You just could let him go. Let him off this once.
Oh,
There he is, speak of the devil.
can't. It says you're talking. Can't hear you.
And I'm back.
Ah, there we go.
There you go.
Sweet.
So I don't know if what you heard of it, but what would Rendar would have done while Costa took off? Did you hear the part where he like ran and grabbed some towels or something and threw it around him and?
No.
Okay. Costa, tell him what you did when you both ran out.
Okay, so I was very selfishly sprinted down an alleyway, did a couple of kind of like turnarounds in various alleyways, grabbed somebody's washing off a line, and then ducked down an alleyway, covering myself in these sheets and pretended to be a beggar when the guards came past, with no thought for anybody other than myself.
So
And
seeing
that's-
him do that, what would Rendar have done?
Probably have copied that. I'm just trying to disguise himself.
I would
Probably not
would-
very well.
I probably would have pushed him on to like another alleyway, so it was.
Oh my god, this is great. This could be so interesting, but so much more work for me. All right, so give me
Is there anything I could do to
deception-
give him advantage?
We'll say he has advantage since you already passed, but if he gets caught, you're gonna watch him get taken away. So that's what makes it funny. So,
Oh yeah, let me
Would he-
log back into.
would Greg? I mean, would Costa have a? Oh wait, that's Giovanni. I got excited for a second.
No, I'm off the hook.
Yeah. Do you want me to roll for you, or?
Give me 1 sec.
No problem. I'm like debating how to handle this. I'm like, should I could just, I don't know. I think it'll be fun to see what happens. Let the dice decide. Yeah, we'll make it
Alright.
one. We'll say a deception check and with advantage.
Oh.
Surprisingly, you passed. You sit down right
What?
next to Costa. Yeah, with the thing over your head, and the guard just walks right by. And then Costa asks for some change or something, and the guard yells at him and says, "Fuck off!" And like kept running. He got a 3 on his perception.
Jesus.
I know, that's pretty funny. Awesome. Okay, so yeah, so you two are hiding together. We have Zeleron, who's looking for you guys, and Giovanni, you're stepping out of the front of the building.
Yep. Trying to find one of them.
I imagine, depending on how long they were questioning him, I would have finished my loop and been kind of like mingling about near the front,
Mm-hmm.
kind of perusing the shops as you were, watching the
Yeah, so
entrance
you
to the
would-
place.
Yeah, so you would see him come out.
I
Fix
would
my
make
brush.
my presence known, but I don't approach him. Just kind of like catch his eye and a little nod.
I fixed my beret a little bit. Do I see Valerion?
Yeah, you see him.
I'm gonna walk past him nonchalantly. It's like just walking past like on the street, and I'll whisper, "Lion's head in."
And I just kind of like subtle nod as I'm looking at a fine piece of fabric in somebody's clothing rack. And I walk the opposite direction of the one he walks off in. And 2 blocks down, I ask somebody for directions towards that inn.
Yeah, I'm walking in that
All right.
direction pretty much.
I think while Costa is still kind of hunched down, looking like a beggar, he will pull the map out and have a quick glance over it, see what he makes of it.
Yeah, you see that it is a map of the Sword Coast.
Okay.
And you see in between Neverwinter, but further south towards Leland, you see an X, like right here on this map.
Okay. I'll commit that to memory. And then roll it up and stick the piece of paper up my bum.
Ugh.
Oh my god. Rendar, you see him look at a map, and then you see him roll it up and stick it up his bum. How do you react?
Exactly as I heard that. Ugh.
I'm really hoping the old man's memory is better than I think it is, because we'll never find that treasure.
I turn around to Render and say, "You can't be too careful, boy."
Ugh. Nope.
Oh my god.
All right, it's up there. I'm good.
Okay.
What's gonna happen the next time we have a fight and you have to nervous poo? It's
Okay, so yeah, what do
No,
you do?
it's
How
staying up
do you
there.
all?
So we'll probably stay there a couple of hours, maybe, until everything had kind of calmed down. Like in
Yeah, some
Assassin's
time
Creed,
goes by.
when the guards go back to the normal routine and you know what everything's going on. Yeah. And then you
Yeah,
slip
that's
off and-
exactly like what happens.
Yeah.
It's like everything all of a sudden just like resets, and they're like, oh, do.
how much money do they make panhandling?
Who? Oh, do you do that?
Yeah, they're begging for
do you pretend
coins,
to be
aren't they?
beggars the entire time?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see.
You get 1 copper piece and spat on 17 times.
You make 7 silver pieces.
This is more lucrative
Jesus.
than.
Fuck monster hunting. Let's
Oh my
just become
God.
beggars in fucking Neverwinter.
4 copper pieces. I'm just like randomly rolling this. And 2 gold pieces.
Man, what missed a trick? I'm just gonna stay here.
You found your retirement plan.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah, people must have felt really bad for an old man who's in these like old army uniforms. Like, oh, this poor veteran.
Yeah.
And they threw
Te-
some
st-
change.
Standing up there with my retarded son.
Okay. Rendar, how do you like that? How does that make you feel? I think that's what it was. All right. So how do you guys eventually get back together?
Eventually kind of wait till it gets a bit darker and still with all of these sheets over me, kind of like hobble back, still begging, kind of making myself look undesirable as I go, and slip back to a tavern.
Okay. Yeah. So you all meet back up.
I
No,
don't
I
recommend.
went to the Lion's Head or whatever that. I just made it up on the spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess we wouldn't have known that.
I did. Well, I didn't know if you were just gonna say that would be like the place you guys go back to. I don't know. So it's up to you guys.
Yeah, well, that's definitely a Deus Ex Machina, isn't it?
I mean, you guys get into so much trouble. You could always be like, if we ever get in trouble, let's meet here.
Yeah.
Like, you guys are so, I don't know.
You
sneaky.
assume
I feel
that
like
we're
that's something
more
you would do.
planning. You assume we plan things a lot more than we actually do.
You do plan things. We're gonna go in there. You're gonna pretend to be a beast. Then we're gonna come in and save the day. So that's why you guys saying, "Oh, we'll just meet here if anything goes wrong," would not surprise me. Like, that's all.
Rendar's a little pissed right now.
Uh-oh.
Retarded
What's
son,
going on?
really?
What? It's a ruse. I don't mean it. Don't get your heckles up, boy. Come on. And I'll slip him the coin that we made through begging. Go on, you deserve this. You pulled it out of the bag there. I'm really impressed.
Fine.
When we get back to this tavern, I'd probably suggest that we leave as soon as possible. And I know where there's treasure.
Oh, Giovanni, I get it. I'm sorry. You meant you just completely made it up. Like it doesn't even exist.
Well, no,
thought you were just-
I made it up off the top of my head in the respect.
Oh, yeah,
of,
and that's fine,
I
yeah.
just chose a
A
random
name?
kid.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I
That's
just
fine.
chose a
So it
random
does
kid in the
exist.
city.
Okay. All right, so it does exist. Okay. So
I mean,
I'm
I'm
like,
a-
that's messed up. You just lie to him, some random in. That'd be hilarious.
I figured it was one of those
Okay.
inns that he'd passed on his way through the city at one point. And
Yeah.
the name stuck.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's what I
I've
was
never
thinking.
been here, but in the past day or so, I probably made a mental note when we were just walking around the streets. We just made a mental note of all the places I could perform at.
Yep. Awesome.
Yeah. So maybe it took us a couple of taverns to kind of walk past, and we'd recognise his voice maybe at one.
Yeah, I would definitely be performing at the Lions and work out a deal with the owner.
Okay.
Zale is
To,
just
put on
sat
a
at the
show?
bar drinking.
Burst through the door, looking like beggars. Can't look
The
all startled.
owner says if you put on a show for them tonight, she'll give you like 10% of the earnings.
Cool. You're welcome, Lion's Head.
Okay. Nice. She gives you 3 gold pieces.
How much do I get?
Wait, is it 3? 3 gold pieces?
3. You want to be kidding me? All right.
Made more than that begging.
Yep, it's 3.
I'll add that to my personal purse.
Okay. It was a little over 10%. So, yeah, you're all back together. What do you say? You see these 2 knuckleheads coming in?
I don't say a damn thing. I just keep performing. I just give a bit of a wide eye. Okay, that's.
Zaleron is, as I said, just sat at the bar drinking. He probably sees them come in and just kind of looks back down at his drink.
Uh, yeah, you sit down. The innkeeper here is a female dwarf. She takes your orders. She lets you know what's on the menu. They have braised salmon and leek and baked phoenix and artichoke. A whole bunch of stuff. You come here. You're staying in town. You need a room.
If they're a fair price, what have you got?
And she says, we got maybe a room or two upstairs. About 5 silver pieces for the night.
I mean, it's not a unfair deal, but how about
I think we should leave now.
6 and supper? 6 silver pieces covers the supper and the room for the night.
Can I get ale, please?
She says, I could do that for you.
Lovely. I will slide 6 silver pieces over and get myself a room for the evening.
Okay. Were you two with her when she did that? Or were you just like walking by her, like, oh, let's get out of here?
Oh, I was talking over her.
I guess so. I can't, like, nervously to stand there kind of in panic, like, oh, we shouldn't be here. Stop buying things. Come on, we need to fuck off.
I kind of like casually turn and look at Costa, just like, oh, calm down, you old man. You might have yourself a little heart attack.
I'll give you a fucking heart attack. Stop spending money. We need to leave.
No, but seriously, can I get an ale?
Oh, of course, sir. She runs off and gets you an ale.
While she's gone, I just go like, seriously, calm down. You're drawing attention.
Fuck you.
She says 3 copper pieces for the ale.
Yep.
Is Giovanni still performing?
I would say so.
Yeah. I'll kind of get as close to him without disturbing him, and kind of like be all kind of like tapping fingers on the table, waiting for him to finish the song. Gio! Gio! Gio!
Ah, another fan. How are you?
I kind of beckoning him down to like, so he comes down to like me sitting down height. Gio, pack things up. We gotta go. Come on, quickly, boy. We need out of this town there. On the road. Come on.
Oh, fan, how are you? How are you? I normally don't have fans this old before.
Yeah.
What brings you to this part of town, old man?
Come on. Yep. Wrap things up. Come on. Let's go.
Would you like an inscription?
No, shut the fuck up, Jeff. Just finish your fucking song. Let's go.
I sort of laugh. You're very funny. Leaning closer. I can't do that.
They're going to be after us. They're wrong, and I know that. We got the guards after us. I'm freaking out, Gio. I'm freaking out.
I do know Adele. She's a wonderful, wonderful woman. I got off easy. I'm clear.
Yeah, they're still going to be looking for us. And those thugs, those bandits, they're not going to give up, are they? I got their treasure map, Gio. We're going to be rich. Come on, let's get on with it. Come on.
Yes, in fact, I have to stay here for one more night.
What? What are the rest of us supposed to do?
Are you sure I can't trouble you for an inscription? You seem like you want one. You are. You know what? I shall give one to you on the house for free.
I have a quick kind of glance around the room to see if anyone's looking at us. Like, just hand out something for him to write on.
No, I pull out my own parchment.
Okay.
All right. Name?
I don't fucking know. I can't even remember my own name at the moment.
Philip. That is a wonderful name. Philip? Conrad. and I sort of mouth as to my biggest fan, Giovanni Aravir. But I actually write, I need to stay here for one more night. Go with the lads. I shall catch up with you in the woods.
Okay. I kind of I'll look at it and I kind of like whisper. Southeast of the city, through the holes in the walls, in the woods. First light tomorrow.
And I write down, you shall hear me by the coming of my cacaw of my noises coming from my mouth. You are quite familiar with them.
Yes, painfully. I'll say thank you very much and give him a bit of an awkward bow and then go over to the table. Come on, you pricks, we're going.
I assume this whole time I've been kind of eavesdropping as much as possible from the bar. I wouldn't have caught any of that because of them talking. But when Costa comes back and says that, I just slide a small bit of parchment over that just says, meet me in the alley out back, 10 minutes.
Okay. I kind of look at Rendar. Come on, boy, finish your drink.
You know, and I look to the next patron that's like close by. That's close by. You know, it is always so nice to meet a fan.
In the alley out back.
I go up to my room.
Okay. I kind of like just standing by the bar, tapping my finger while Rendar finishes his drink. Come on, boy.
All right.
Okay. And just dash out the back door and stand in the back alleyway, kind of tapping my foot.
Yeah, having had my supper and finished my drink, I would have gone upstairs to my room, closed the door and locked it, opened the window that I'm sure is in the room, and out the window I go, down into the alley.
Okay. Come on, you lanky streaky piss, we're off.
And off they go down the streets, and then it fades to black. Oh God, that was fun.
Well, that's another city we can never return to. Well, that some of us can never return to. I'll probably be fine.
I never know where the game's going, you guys. This is so
I have
fun.
no idea where it's going at all this week
Okay.
or next.
Well, you cross Neverwinter off the list.
I know. And you're like, what's your name? And you gave him your actual name. I was like, oh, he gave him his real name.
I'm sure in the grand scheme of things in Neverwinter, that is like a drop in the ocean compared to the amount of like crime and skullduggery going on.
I don't know. People getting bisected in the middle of a tavern is pretty bad.
Yeah, I don't think
One
that's normal.
time.
Kill people in the bars.
Like, had they not drawn
it's-
weapons, I would have been fine with a good old-fashioned, like, Donnybrook, hit somebody in the face with a chair kind of thing. But
So,
no.
Oh, I guess it would be normal, but just not legal. I guess it would be normal though. That's funny.
I did try and negotiate, but I just failed that miserably that I figured a crossbow bolt was probably the next best thing.
Yeah, that was great.
I hate
love
it.
how
I have a
the dice was
plus,
rolling
like,
today.
all my skills that I have, like, an insane bonus to, I just rolled garbage.
All right, so every
I can't
northern city is pretty much we spent every northern city. The next one is Waterdeep.
We could go further up. We could go to Luskan.
I hear Cholt's nice this time of year.
Yeah, you go all the way up into Icewind Dale, where nobody goes.
The thing is, though, you guys weren't welcome there anyway, like to begin with.
Nowhere but south now, which is
If
good.
you had
Warmer
gotten
weather.
caught, Rendar, that would have been so bad.
Yeah, but I was ready to leave it.
I mean, it's going to be one of those, like,
Yeah,
well, I
that's
guess
what-
Adam's making another new character.
Yeah. I'd fully intended on getting back to the group and saying, no, sorry, they killed him. Yeah, I saw him die. As he gets dragged off to the jails.
That's why I was like laughing. I was like, you're gonna have to leave him.
Yeah, stuffed him full of arrows. I saw it happen myself.
Totally okay with
What were you
that.
saying, Giovanni?
I didn't say anything. I didn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say something. That
No,
was
I
funny.
didn't even talk. And you going crazy.
I was going crazy.
You crazy, bro. No, I didn't even push. I didn't do my push to talk.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that was an interesting session. It's gonna be fun to see where this goes next.
Yeah, next week.
All right. Thank you for watching, and I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. Until next time.